Hi guys, welcome back. Kayong here from Alpha Play. Been some time since I last recorded a video analysis to share with you guys. Alright, we've been very busy for the past few weeks, traveling to different cities to reach out to different traders as well. Alright, so in this video, what I'll do is I'll quickly bring you to the ideas that I've been sharing lately in the TradingView. Alright, so if you are not following me on TradingView, feel free to search my username, alright, AKYONG, and you are able to follow me and then get a notification whenever I publish an idea. Alright, so last week itself, what are the trades that I'm focusing on? Mainly will be on the pound. Alright, so I'd just like to quickly share with you two ideas that we were talking about. Alright, one of them is the pound yen. Alright, we are looking for a short setup. At the same time, I'm also looking at pound Swiss franc. Alright, looking for also the short setup. Right, so I'll bring you to the chart of what has happened after today's the pound risk event. Alright, so over here on 1 hour, okay, before this, alright, before the event that happened today, okay, we were sharing with our community of traders that we are looking to short the pound yen simply because of this move here. Okay, this is a very sharp and impulsive move to the downside, and we are seeing that most of the time in the market, okay, the moves that they do is not one time. Most of the time they will move three waves impulsively. Right, so when we see a total of just one swing down, we always expect another move to come. Right, and this gives us a very nice corrective structure towards the 50 and 618, and therefore we are looking for the trade to the downside. Okay, once this whole corrective channel has been broken. Okay, so this is the portion in which we managed to get in today before that huge move to the downside. Okay, now if you miss this, alright, it's not the right time to jump in now because this move is sharp. Alright, if you put in your trade now here, your stop loss will would have to be at the top over here. Okay, and that is it's a huge movement. And if you put your stop there, it's not a very lucrative trade. Alright, it's not something that it's not something that you want to consider doing. Right, instead, what would be a better opportunity for you is perhaps wait for this dip to be done and wait for that corrective structure to come. Okay, most of the time after such move, right, you would need to see some form of correction to confirm that there's more downside. Right, now we don't expect this move to end, and that means the down move to end right now over here. We expect to see a correction. Okay, and I'm again expecting one more move lower towards maybe the 149.55, right? And of course, if you're shorted here, right, if you manage to catch this break, it will be best to actually take partial profits or at least shift your stop loss to break even, because we might see that bounce higher, right, forming the wave B and then following that a wave C to the downside. Okay, now showing you on a higher time frame, we are seeing more downside actually, potentially all the way maybe towards the 148.4 area, okay, confluencing with this trendline structure. Okay, so this is on the 4-hour setup. Let me bring you to pound Swiss franc. Okay, now very similar pound Swiss franc. What we are seeing here on the hourly is we have we have an impulse move to the downside followed by a corrective structure. This correction actually pulled in slightly deeper, okay, towards close to the 786. But again, you can see that even in a shorter time frame, this is what we call a crawl pattern. Okay, you can see this is a reversal sign. Okay, so everything in confluence with the whole setup over here. Again, there's likely some room for it to bounce and to go lower, and then we expect it to bounce higher in the corrective structure before another move down. Right, so if you're not in this trade, best is not to chase it. Okay, if I extend this slightly further, this bounce up, that means your X wave might confluence nicely at the previous trendline structure. Okay, and then this correction would give you that nice setup to take it lower. Alright, but for pound Swiss franc, if it really decide to go, okay, this can go really low. okay, all the way potentially towards the 1.2818, alright, the previous structure, alright, and we don't expect it to go one line down. Okay, so we do expect it to go down, give a correction, go down, give a correction, and then go down again. Alright, so between these two, the pound Swiss franc and the pound yen, alright, at least the medium term, we expect the pound Swiss franc to have a bigger opportunity to the downside. As you can see over here, pound yen, I expect it to bounce off the lower trend line, okay, and make another move higher first. Alright, so that is my perspective on the £2 trades, updating what has been done after we share it. Now, next week, as you all know, right, it will be the NFP, okay, and it will be very interesting to watch the dollar index right now, alright, sharing with you a little bit preview into what we're going to talk about more in detail next Monday during our meetup session. Alright, so if you're still not aware, we run regular meetups with the traders here in Singapore. It's a physical meetup, alright, so if you're based in Singapore, do join us for the meetup, alright. We have myself, Lester, and Steven. We'll be all sharing with you our trade review and what to focus on for the particular week. Right now, giving you some preview into the Monday session. Okay, we'll be talking on the dollar definitely because NFP is on Friday next week. So what I'm seeing over here, you can see very nice channel, okay, and we can see 3-wave completed over here. Wave W, and then of course internally 3-wave to complete our X, and internally 3-wave up, internally 3-wave up to complete our Y wave. Okay, and of course this here WXY completes a larger degree wave 4, okay, which is on the daily. Alright, complete a larger degree wave 4, so I'm still expecting one more move to the downside. Alright, so you can see over here larger degree 1, 2, 3, and then within this tree you have at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So this is our wave 4, and expect one more move to the downside, wave 5. This will complete our larger, right, even larger degree A. Okay, so from there I would expect a larger degree 3-wave up to complete our B, followed by maybe another 5-wave down to hit our C. Okay, and that will complete the grand cycle of a 5-wave up and a 3-wave down, and then we might start to see a huge rally onto the dollar, right? But of course that will be too far-fetched. Right, so for us next week, okay, it will be mainly focusing on the 4-hour, this aspect here. Okay, so are we looking to short the dollar? Alright, this is something that we're going to discuss more in detail next Monday meetup. Okay, and if we were gonna short the dollar, what would be the best pair to focus on? Okay, in order to hop onto a trade, right? Because not all majors will be something that you want to consider shorting. Okay, now so that's about it for this video. Right, again, if I've any new updates on any ideas or any views in the market, I'll record another video and shoot it out to you guys. Alright, in the meantime, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, and of course, if you haven't followed me on TradingView, do search up my username, AKYONG, and then you'll be able to follow and get notification whenever I publish a new idea on TradingView. Alright, with that, have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you guys next Monday during our meetup session.